Hello, my friends. I'm going to offer you a short practice of stretches for your feet. I think feet are one of the most underappreciated parts of our bodies, and they take such a beating all day, every day. So try these few stretches for your feet and see what happens. We will start here on hands and knees. You'll want a soft surface for this, so if your mat's not enough, maybe put 2 mats down or fold up some towels underneath you. Let's start by tucking our toes under. And some people call this pose screaming toes for good reason. So you'll want to just kind of ease your way in, pressing through the big toe, the second, the third, the fourth. You might have to reach down and pull those pinky toes out to get them in on this stretch. And for some of us, this might be just plenty of sensation. So stretching the fascia and the bottom of the feet. For a little bit more, bring your hands closer and maybe even come to an upright position. We want discomfort, intensity, but just not pain, not unbearable pain. If it's just hard and uncomfortable, stay here. If it's unbearable, bring your hands back to the floor. Try to watch your breath. Notice if there's an easy and gentle breath coming in and out of your nose, even though your feet are uncomfortable. This is a practice of patience for most of us. And just release your hands back to the earth and slowly flatten out both of your feet. You'll feel that nice little rush of blood flow and energy to your toes. Kind of tap them out a little bit. And let's press our hips back over our heels. Now, if this hurts your knees, you could put a blanket or a bolster underneath your hips, keeping your hips a little higher. But the opposite now, stretching the front, the tops of the feet, and the front of the ankles. So a nice option here is just to rock your hips back and forth. Again, we're looking for sensation, maybe a little intensity, but not pain, not sharp, hard pain. And we'll come back up to a tabletop. Lift one of your knees and then the other. This is a great stretch for people who struggle with shin splints. Stretching those shins. And if you'd like to take a little effort, you can lift both at the same time, or you can keep alternating. A little bit of work here, a little core, but a great stretch for the front of your ankles. And release. Tuck the toes under again, and let's lift up into downward facing dog. And at first, we'll just pedal the heels left and right. One heel reaches down while the opposite lifts up. And then start to lift the whole foot up and just shake it out while the opposite heel presses down. And switch. Full foot up while the opposite presses down. Switch, and now place the top of the foot down. So you've got the top of one, the bottom of another, pressing down. And switch that. Now inhale, come to all of your toes, way up onto your toes. Put a bend in the knees. Exhale, drop your heels and lift your toes. Look right underneath your toes. You can wiggle your toes. Let's try that again. Come up onto your toes, bend the knees deeply. Lift high, Drop the heels and lift the toes, and do it one more time. Lift, bend, and lower. Walk your hands to your feet, soften your knees, and then slide your palms underneath your feet. So the toes are going to come right up into that bend of the wrist. And now just scrunch your toes into the pads of your thumb close to the wrist. Just scrunch your toes. Scrunch and lift. Head hangs loose. Scrunching and lifting. I like that word a lot. And then release. Just take a look at both of your feet. Roll to the outside, roll to the inside. And then lower again to your knees and come to a seat. Take your feet into butterfly, and with your thumbs, we're just going to give the arches of our feet a little massage. So starting down close to the heels, if you have an oil or a lotion with you, dab that. It'll feel really good. And also, if this is hard for you to sit like this, put blocks or pillows under your knees so you can be a little more comfortable. I'm going to end this video here, but I invite you to sit as long as you can, massaging those 26 bones in each of your feet. Take a moment of gratitude for these amazing body parts that do so much and allow us to do so much. And when you feel like your feet are a little more happy, proceed with your day. Thanks for joining me for this little short session of stretches for the feet. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. See you next time.